going on, Checkpoint crew? Welcome back to Checkpoint Gaming. Today is Scraplocke Day for the Showdown Battles. So, we had a few issues. The last battle wasn't recorded. For some reason, Domish decided not to swap between scenes. It did record the actual audio, not the actual scene itself. And then it was just a mishmash of issues. I lost some footage in the middle of things. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over kind of how all the battles went and show you guys the battles for the three that were recorded, which was me versus Nocturnal, let's see. Next was Damien versus Luke. Then it was me versus Luke, and then for the final was D versus Damien. So the one that didn't get recorded was the final one for D versus Damien to see who got first and second place. But I'll go over that part in just a moment once we get there. So the first battle was between me and D. So as you guys can see on the screen right now, I have Bulbasaur out, the Blub, and then she sent out Machoke, her dames. So we kind of just went right for it. She got a crit on the first hit, which really sucked, and she got a flinch on me. So not a really good start for me in the beginning. But I was like, yeah, you know what, we should be good. But she did go ahead and hit Leer on me, which is a really good move, and I said at least because I wanted to get back some of my residual HP. So I got 6% back for that one. And then I just started Vine Whip, and that didn't do too much. And so as we're going on here, she decided to lower my defense even more. She did really well in picking her moves. Plus that flinch really helped her here, I can see. And from what I remember from that. So it's looking pretty close right now, going back and forth with me sapping HP from her with Leech Seed, and then her going in with low kicks and things like that. But those defense drops really helped her a lot. So let's see. And then last but not least, yep, she got a crit on me. So I ended up losing the first battle. So next battle, up next here is going to be, actually, you know what, let's do a quick cut. Alright guys, so the next battle here is between Luke and Dames, which is Batlle and Konichitsu. So he sent out his Dragonite, or Dames sent out Dragonite, and then Luke decided to send out his Lickitung. Damien decided to start off with Paralysis, so he went ahead and Thunder Waved the Lickitung right here, and he proceeds to Wrap it. So obviously for those who don't know, Wrap is actually extremely broken in Gen 1. It lets you continuously attack without the opponent being able to actually do anything. So this is pretty much prolonged for a while here from what I remember. He misses a slam, and then Luke's Lickitung gets paralyzed in between there, which really stinks for him. But it's still kind of anyone's game because Lickitung is pretty bulky when it comes to attacks. And then Dames decides to keep going with the Wrap technique. He likes to use that. Not really much that he could have done anything. Not really much of anything else he could have done, really, because Dragonite's level up moveset is kind of, booty cheeks. But what are you gonna do? He could have gone with his Wartortle, but I don't think he would have. Oh, there's a crit. I forgot about that. There's a really good hit for Dames. And then Luke went ahead and Confuse raised his. Ooh, tough one, Luke. Sorry, bud. So Damien is the winner of the first one. And Luke actually forgot to only put in one of his Pokemon from his game. So that's okay, but he still lost that round. So right now, D and Damien are up for the first place spot here for our first showdown set of battles. And then myself and Luke have to battle it out for the third and fourth spot. Now, if you guys aren't aware, or if you guys haven't read the description, or you guys missed the rule set, whatever the case may be, the showdown battles are a little different, where you actually have a chance to lose a point. So first place out of the 4 battles will get 2 points. Second place will get 1 point. Third place will get no points. And then last place will actually lose a point, for those who were unaware. So we're just going to keep on going here. So I'm going to cut into the next one. Okay, so it turns out I totally lied. We did actually have footage for all 4 battles. I'm going through it right now. But regardless, the audio for it is kind of scrambled. We're missing still a piece of that, but we're going to get right back into it. So Dragonite versus Machoke, which is Batlle versus Nocturnal, which is Dames versus D, for those who don't know. Dames decides to start out with a Thunder Wave to paralyze the Machoke, and he goes in for a slam, but misses. D's going back to her tech here and trying to lower the defense on this guy, well, Damien decides to go and wrap and incapacitate the poor little Machoke there, who's also paralyzed, so this is not looking too good for D. So he continues to wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap, so she can't move. But you know what? For the first round, it's actually not a bad tactic, especially if you want to get a perk right after this, because again, if Damien wins, he's gonna go ahead and get 2 extra points, which will actually get him in perk territory. And then even if D loses this one, she'll still get a point, and she'll also get a perk. So realistically, they're both in a good standing to get a perk. And as far as it goes, I'm pretty sure they'd be tied for points if I'm not mistaken. There goes Damien with another slam, doing pretty good damage, and then she goes for a low kick. Didn't do very much because even with that lower defense there, and a slam goes ahead and wins Damien the game here. So Damien is in first place right now, D is in second place, and then me and Luke in the next one are going to go ahead and battle it out for the third and fourth place. So we'll see you guys in just a second. Okay guys, so the last battle is between myself and Konnichiwa Chitsu. So I send back out my Bulbasaur and my Lickitung, and he sent out his Lickitung, I'm sorry. So I go ahead and leech seed him. He decides to go for the wrap technique. I'm pretty sure he got that from Damien over there. But the leech seed actually counteracts the damage that's being done by the wrap. So I may not be able to move, but I can sap it all back. So if you guys are wondering kind of how this is going, it's pretty one-sided. Kind of cheap tactics, but you can't really get too advanced with the first set of Pokemon that you get in the game unless you obviously get like a legendary or something. And because we're only doing 1v1s throughout the whole thing, Luke can't switch out his Pokemon. Now we might decide to do after the second gym, we might do 2 Pokemon, we might do 1, but it all just depends on how long we want these things to actually go. But realistically with Pokemon Showdown, we can get them done pretty quick, and I can just edit in between. And that way they're not too long, they're not too short, this, that, the other. I'm going to bring it up the other guys, but let me know what you guys think. So as you guys can see, he went for a slam, did some major damage to me. I decided to go with Blizzard and actually land it and did some major damage. And he went into save with my leech seed, doesn't really do much. But as you can see, I'm still sapping that HP back. And so I use a Blizzard for the win. And I get 3rd place in the first Showdown rack battles that we've been doing. So I don't lose a point. Luke actually loses a point, so myself and Luke are not going to get a perk until we get 2 more mons. D and Damien are actually going to get their set of perks in the next episode, so be on the lookout for that. We'll probably start the episode with that. Other than that, that's about it. Let me know if what you guys want to add for perks, what perks you guys might want to get rid of in the games that we're doing. But we're having a pretty good time with all of this, and you know, I'm hoping they're having a good time. I can't really tell because, you know, it's them. I've known them for quite some time. But I know I'm having quite a lot of fun editing these and just kind of hanging out with my friends. I really hope you guys like the new type of lock that we decided to do. Now, we are going to make some changes in Season 2. I'm not going to tell you what those are just yet. We'll probably, as we get closer to the end of this season of Scraplocke, I'll let you guys know. But leave any suggestions you guys have down below. Anything you guys might want to change, maybe point systems, point values, anything else that could get us a point, loses a point, kind of crap like that. I'm always open to suggestions, and I would love to make this, you know, obviously it's not perfect yet, but I want to get it as close to perfect as possible so that, you know, you guys, other content creators, any other PokeTuber would want to play this type of lock because, you know, you guys obviously have your Versuses, your Soul Links that you guys are accustomed to. There's cage locks. There's all different types of locks. So instead, we decided to be like, hey, we're just going to do our own type of thing here. But I'm going to stop rambling, and I'm going to get the hell out of here. Always remember to let your nerd flag fly. Stay sly, guys.